Well, it was quite a football game as the Bears defeated UCLA, homecoming, the Joe Roth Memorial game, the rededication of the stadium. 43-17 as the Bears get their first conference victory of the season. A little bit later on, we'll talk about the game this week in the Palouse against Washington State. But like anybody, you want to hear and see and experience what happened on Saturday night more than just the game itself. So that's what we're going to do right now. Here are the sights and sounds of the victory over UCLA.
Let's go!
In 1923,
Memorial Stadium.
Go get the Cougs! Go get them!
Obviously a great experience for the fans and the players, that win over UCLA, but that's in the past. Now we look to the future as the Bears travel to the Palouse to take on Washington State, a team that is coming off a 19-6 loss at Oregon State. But it's always tough to go to the Palouse, tough to get there, tough conditions all the way around. You know, Washington State will be fired up under their new head coach, Mike Leach, in that wide-open offense. Here's what head coach Jeff Tedford and some of the players had to say about this week's matchup against the Cougars.
You know, they throw it a lot. They 70% pass, 30% run. So they lead with the pass without a doubt. And Wilson being a great receiver and two really good quarterbacks. You know, both those quarterbacks, Halliday or Toole, are both very good quarterbacks. And where they end up hurting you is when they scramble and make big plays with their legs when they scramble. If things aren't there, they're very efficient at pulling the ball down and making big plays.
They're very physical, and they like to fly around a lot, and they're big hitters, so we just got to keep our head on a swivel. And as tight ends, we got to continue to play physical and just really get after it in the run game. That's what we're focused on.
They're relentless getting after the passer. They get after you pretty well. They got a lot of tackles for loss. They play really hard. Very good safety in Buchanan. Long is a relentless pass rusher. They do a lot of different things with him. They put him down outside as an end. They put him inside. They put him as an outside linebacker, an inside linebacker, so they move him all around. And very aggressive on defense.
I mean, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. It's kind of similar to UCLA. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing with all the schemes we got going, whatever. We're just going to do what we do.
We have to stay balanced. There's no doubt about it. And you know, and I thought that was the key to last week, was we were able to stay balanced with the run and the pass, and we're going to need to do the same this week.
One of the things the Bears did very well in the victory over UCLA that they hope to continue is get pressure on the quarterback, and number 40 is going to be very instrumental in doing just that. Chris McCain, one of the 5 players from North Carolina on the Bears roster, and he's very excited about not only what he's done, what he hopes to do, and quite frankly, he's just excited all the time.
baby. 4-0 ready, baby. I don't think y'all know, man. I don't think y'all know. We too ratchet. We too ratchet. We too ratchet, baby. Yeah, I know.
It doesn't take long to locate number 40 during a football game. He's the tall, skinny kid running all over the place from his outside linebacker position.
I like outside linebacker because I can see the field. I like being able to stand up and see everything. You know, and just me, I can read the offense, you know, pretty good. You know, I know just by looking at film a couple of times, you know, who the main guys are, what they like to do. You know, I'm not really worried about the outside of the receivers unless I have to drop back. But I have help, you know, more times than not. But when I don't, you know, I make sure that I try to cover as best as I can.
Not bad so far for the native of Greensboro, North Carolina. He leads the team in quarterback hurries and is tied for the lead in tackles for losses and sacks. He has a nose for the ball and a unique physique that helps him get there quickly. Well, Chris, as you notice on the football field, is a very tall, lean, long guy. How long is he? He's this long as far as his wingspan is concerned. Yeah, can you believe this? As we stretch this out, 7 foot 2 inch wingspan. That's 86 inches. That's why his nickname is Gadget or Sasquatch, whatever you want to call him. That's his wingspan. Can you believe it? Now, if he could just pack on a few more pounds on that 6'6", 225-pound frame.
My parents, you know, they weren't too heavy on, you know, eating breakfast just because they had to be up so early and be gone. So I had to get up when I was in elementary school with them and leave. So, you know, I never trained myself to really get up and eat a decent meal, you know, and that's my fault. You know, it's not my parents' fault, it's my fault. So, but, you know, I'm trying, though, and I'm trying to get there, but it'd be hard.
Another decision that was hard was choosing a college. McCain was a 4-star recruit and had played alongside Keenan Allen, whose brother was Zach Maynard. He was also friends with defensive tackle Gabe King. Just before signing day 2010,
Gabe called me on the phone one day. I was home, and he said, "Hey, man, you hear about Zach?" I was like, "Man, nah." And I thought something was wrong. I was like, "Nah, man, what happened?" He said, "Man, he got released from Buffalo." I just thought, I was like, oh, man, I already know what's coming up.
In a whirlwind sequence, Maynard opted for Cal. Allen switched his allegiance from Alabama, while King and McCain also opted for Berkeley.
You know, it's very rare, you know, you come out here. It's very rare to leave high school and you can play with 5 of your best friends, you know, people that you grew up with. So I wanted to come out here for the degree, you know, which I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be really excited when I get it and just get to play with my family, man.
Despite a slow start to the season, McCain has never wavered in his passion and emotion.
I'm just very competitive, that's it, you know, just no matter what nobody says about us, you know, yeah, we 1-3, 1-4, it doesn't matter, we don't care, we don't come out every week, you know, so we could be 0-4, 0-5 right now, it wouldn't matter, we would come out every week, defensively, offensively, special teams, and give it all we got.
McCain would have been a good musketeer in years gone by with that mantra, all for one and one for all. Right now he's just trying to be the best football player that he can be, and maybe put a few more LBs on in the process. Joining us now is volleyball coach Rich Feller. Coach, another weekend where you played 2 really good teams, Oregon and Oregon State. You got the victory over Oregon State in 3 straight, and then this week 2 more good teams come in, and 2 teams that you're quite frankly battling with, the jockeying for position in the conference. That's USC and UCLA on a Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, isn't that something? We don't feel like we're jockeying with them up near the top, but you know, those are 2 great teams. They're top ranked again this year. There were 2 teams that we had a lot of difficulty with last year. And USC is playing really, really good. I saw them play this weekend on TV, and they're doing what they do. They run the ball high, and they have great hitters that can put the ball away, and they've got a great defensive team as well. So a lot of challenges this weekend for us, especially with the limited squad we have.
You mentioned limited because you suffered another setback this week. Tell us about the injury on Friday, I guess it was, and you know, the possibility of coming back sometime this year with Guillen.
Yeah, Adrian just tweaked her knee a little bit. Hopefully it's just a little patellar tendon and a little bruise, not anything in the ACL. The doctors checked that all out. The MRI showed clear on that. So we hope it's just a matter of days or a week before she's back. But of course, she won't practice this week, at least until the very end, and we'll be rusty and everything else. So we'll go with the young lineup. And Laura got a lot of playing time. Nikki got a lot of playing time. Everyone's getting a lot of playing time right now. So we'll do our best and see if we can manage to win a few rallies and maybe a few points and knock a game or 2 or 3 off.
Against Oregon State, what did you do well in that match that you hope to carry forward, that you saw them was encouraging to get that win that you can carry forward the rest of the season?
I thought the team really rallied around the fact that we weren't at our top strength, physically, just because of all the injuries, and that they played pretty consistent, good, communicative volleyball. And they really went after it. They played hard. They played like it was the last chance to get a ball off the floor, and they did. And then our serving was pretty good. I'm not sure how much Oregon State affected that, but we were nailing serves. We were getting good floats. We were getting some good zones and scored a lot of aces.
Well, we wish you good luck this week. Go get the women of Troy and the Bruins as well.
Thank you very much.
All right, that'll be Friday night, 8 o'clock against USC, then Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. So get out here to Haas Pavilion and root on the Bears. As a reminder, the game will be 7:30 on the Pac-12 network, and on radio, we'll have the Toyota Tundra Tailgate Show beginning at 6:30. Hope you can join us for that. I'm Todd McKim. Thanks for joining us this week. Have a great weekend, and go Bears.